Morning, how are we doing out there, guys? It is 9 a.m. and we are still moving through mobilisations for the whole week. Today we're doing one of my favourite stretches. It is a deep hip stretch for pain relief across the hips, lower back and legs there. And yeah, they're not everybody's favourite day. It's not my favourite day because it does hurt, but it is my favourite day because it means that I'm going to feel amazing now for the rest of the day. And they really do help. People that have been doing my deep stretches with me the last couple of weeks, one, were amazed at how much they felt it, but also were super amazed at how much relief it brought them. So if you did manage to do that with me last week, please do keep it up, and don't just wait for me to be here so that you do it. Make sure that it's in your life on a regular basis, especially if you want to see those differences on a permanent basis. I'm going to say a quick good morning and hello to everybody. How are we doing out there? Today is a deep hip stretch day. So I'm quickly going to explain the pain and why that happens. So a lot of morning, I can see you all coming on now that I've stepped away. Morning people, can't see you but hello. Today I'm talking about deep hip stretches. So you would have seen my little post earlier saying that I'm doing this at 9, and I've been doing it with you for the last couple of weeks now, and the people that have been doing it have been noticing a massive difference in their pain. That it's much less, that they're not even noticing it, it's not on their mind, but they are doing it, they are doing it on a regular basis. Once a week is good, but 3 times to 5 times a week is definitely going to get you some good results. So tight hip flexors, that's this area, and it goes around the back as well. We've kind of got like suspenders that go across there. And if you think about it, a lot of us are not really moving around much anymore because we've been kicked out of work. Most of us are working from home. We have been all year. Most of us don't even have a great desk set up, if any. So what's happening is that we're sitting down on our sofas doing our work. We're doing it wherever we want, really. And we don't have many opportunities to get up and move during the day. Even in our lunch break that you would usually have in the office, where you'd actually go out and walk around for that time, we're not doing that here. And it's very easy to just grab that lunch and eat it while you're still getting on with your work. I know, because I know that that's what happens. So that's why you're starting to feel quite tight. And even if you're thinking, oh, it's not my hips that are hurting, it's my lower back, well, it may be your hips that are tight. And if you've got this pain that runs down the leg here, again, it could all be linked to tight hip flexors. So what happens when we're not moving around as much, or when we're sitting down or in one position for too long? You start to lengthen the hip flexors and shorten. They're lengthening it at the back and we're shortening it at the front. And that's what causes this soreness and this achy pain. And that's actually why, if your pain is related to this, that's really why the painkillers aren't helping, because your painkillers aren't going to get in there and help you move around that range of motion to work out to help these lengthen and to help these shorten, if that makes sense. So that's why that's happening. So that's why movement really is key to helping you feel amazing every single day. So I wanted to just do something a little bit different. I wanted to start it off with some light mobilisation for the hips, because I do know that hips are something that people suffer with a lot, especially when I've worked with pregnant ladies that are pregnant or just getting over it. The hips are always something that we've got to look at. But even if you're a man and you haven't ever had a baby, this still applies to you, because sitting down and shortening those hip flexors whilst making these ones really long is not good for you at all. And it can lead to a whole host of problems. Our hips are massive. They're one big ball and socket joint. They do a lot of work. They're supposed to do a lot of work, and they're supposed to have a lot of movement in there. So when you start to restrict that movement, it's only starting to learn to do it in one way, that's where all the problems happen. Our hips are supposed to move, and that's why you're feeling it if you're not moving it. So I want to start off gently, because I know that the last couple of weeks we're still going to be doing those awful ones. Don't get too excited, they're coming in. But I'm just going to start it off a little bit nicer. So what I would like to do is start standing. We're going to get those 5 things on. If you want to, you can hold on to a wall for this. We need a good anchor, and what I'm going to get you to do is use your core to bring your knee up to your chest. We're going to draw a little circle and we're going to put it back down on the floor. That's why the wall can come in really handy if you're not used to balancing and anchoring off that one heel. So you're going to bring it in, draw a little circle with your knee and put it back down on the floor, and we're going to do that again. And draw a little circle with the knee. Know that if there's any boys on here right now, all the girls, footballers love to do this, you see them do this all the time, and it's for the hip flexors. 4, we'll do one more, 5. One thing that I want you to be noticing whilst you're doing this is that your body's not getting involved, that you're staying quite nice, straight and engaged, and that it's your knee and your hip that's really doing that movement. If you don't move your hips very much, even this is going to feel quite sore and creaky. Do it anyway. 9, 10. You might feel like, oh, your leg doesn't come up as high as mine. Doesn't matter, I've just been doing my rotations more, and yours will get there as we go. So we've done those. And then what I'm going to get you to do, if you've still got a wall that you want to hold on to, you're going to hold on to a little wall. We're going to anchor again. We're going to point our toe forwards. We're going to point it back. We're going to do that 1, 2. So I am letting it a little bit loose, but notice how my body is not getting involved. What I see is this. I don't want to see that. I just want to bring it up and bring it back nicely. We're going to do 5 of those, and we're going to change over, and we're going to do another 5 on the other side. Nice engaged. Bring it backwards and forwards. Yes. Nice. 4. Perfect. From here we're going to turn it back around, and we're going to start to draw those figure of 8s with our toes. So if you were here with me yesterday, and for most Mondays, I do a full body mobilisation, and we usually draw figures of 8s with our thumbs, but now we're going to do it with our toes. And keep that leg nice and straight as you do 5 8s forwards, and then we're going to try and draw 5 8s backwards. Now don't worry if it takes you a little bit of time to get those backwards ones in. As you just saw for yourself, even I, who do it a lot, struggle with that little changeover. So we're just going to turn it around and we're going to do it again. Nice engagement, nice anchor. We're going to point that toe and we're going to start to draw our figure of 8s. 2, 3. Look at all that movement, that hip's getting in. 4, 5. Nice. Perfect. And then we have to draw it back the other way. Another 5. 2. Well done. 3, 4, 5. Well done, well done. Nice. So we're starting to feel a lot nicer and a lot more open there. What I'm going to do now is get you to come down onto the floor with me. Also, if you are saying hi, please say hi. I'm not being rude, I can't see what you're saying, but I will be over there in just a tick, as soon as we finished our mobilise. So I'm going to get you to come and lay down on the floor now. Yay! Little lay down. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to have our heels the same distance apart. They're like just one step apart from each other, and you're going to face your feet forwards. We're going to put our shoulders into the floor now. Now what I want you to do here is let your knees open, but you're keeping your heels on the floor. So you're going to let your knees open. You're going to feel a little stretch, and then you're going to ask your bum to close your legs. You're going to let them knees open. You're going to feel a little stretch. We never force it. Once we feel the stretch, you can feel free to have a little pause there, and then you're going to get your bum to bring your knees back in. 3. We're doing 5s because I like that number. 4. Nice. And 5. Well done. Perfect. From here, what I'm going to get you to do is extend those legs, both those legs down. you're going to bring one leg back up. And then I want you to make sure you've got a good heel in the floor. You're going to bring your knee up to your chest. You're going to give it a tiny little bit of crunch. You're going to stick your knee out and draw a circle to place it back down on the floor. We're going to do it again. You're going to bring it in, take it out, and lay it down on the floor. 3, nice. 4, well done. We've still got one more to do here. 5, love it. So we're going to put that one back down on the floor. And then we're going to change over. Now, whilst we have been doing these rotations, you may have felt some clunking, or it feels like or clicking. It feels like something something's moving over something, and this isn't uncommon. It's just basically your muscles that are moving over tendons. Something like that is happening, and it's not bad if it doesn't hurt. If it does hurt, get it checked out. But if it just feels like a click, it's generally okay, and it's a range of motion that will get better as you do more work. From here, we're going to have a little turnover because I need to get those awful ones in, and I haven't got my water again. I'm just going to pop you over there. Morning, guys. Lovely to see you. Oh, stay, perfect. Okay, so I'm moving into the deep hips now. So what I did with those ones just a moment ago is I was gently introducing my hips to a little bit of a warm up here. Now I'm moving into my deep hip stretch. If you haven't done this before, you're going to need a wall. We're going to get into a tabletop. We're going to put one toe up against the wall. We're going to bring our knee down onto the floor. You are going to want something nice under your knee, like a carpet or mat or cushion. From here, you're going to bring this foot round, and then you're going to get up. What happens is a lot of people want to have a little rest over on this knee. If you think about that hip flexor chat that we just had, well, now they're massively short and they're massively long. So that's why you want to do that, because that's the position that you're used to being in. If you need to, get yourself a chair, something that you can lean off, that you can hold here, so that you can get your chest up to the sky. You can use the back of the wall there as well. Once you've managed to get yourself off of your knee, you're going to start to feel a good stretch down this straight leg. It feels like a quad stretch. It's actually a hip flexor stretch. So the more that this hurts, the more that you know that you're very tight in that area. And you should feel this one. This is a stretch that everybody hates, but it's so effective that I don't care. What I want you to do is put your hands on your hips for me. And then I want you to start to ask your hips to face the ceiling. This stretch down that leg gets so intense, it almost feels like your muscle is going to pop off of that leg. Keep going. Nice. You're going to reach a stage where you can't go anymore, and that's fine. If you've got your hips all the way up to the ceiling, what we can start to do now is start to drive our hips into our heel that's on the floor. And then I would love for you to hold it there. We're going to hold it, get your hands off that leg. See that little cheek I was trying to do there? Nice. You're going to drive it in, hold it in, and keep it there for a few seconds. Well done. This is the one that people hate doing, but this is the one that's really going to help out your lower back pain. Perfect. We're going to have a little change over. We're going to pop that foot up on the wall, little toe up on the wall, knee down to the floor. We're going to bring our other foot around, and we're going to try to get up. Nice. We're going to feel that little stretch down that knee. We're going to anchor our foot into the floor. We're going to have a little play with our hips to see if we can ask our hips to face the ceiling. It's okay if they won't. You're just going to go as far as you can go, and that's where you are going to hold it. If you've managed to get your hips to the ceiling, we're then going to start to drive it down to the floor. Really feeling that great feedback. Great feedback. Love it. Nice. We're just going to hold that there for a little second while we stretch that one off. Yeah, well done. I'd like to hold this up 40 to a minute on each side. So if you're really feeling that lower back pain, make sure this is the one that you're doing, because it saved me and all my clients a lot. So what I'm going to do now is just finish this off by having us do a little tabletop. We're going to be moving into a little pigeon stretch, which is where we bring one knee up. You're going to stick one foot out the other side there, and then you're going to use your hand anchors to press you down on top of that leg. You're going to feel this in your bum and in your hips. Great stretch. Love it. Nice. Last week I was telling you that this doesn't count. If your head is shrunken into your shoulders, it's not a great anchor, and you won't have as much depth, and you won't have as much control. We're going to squeeze our bum, and we're going to change it over. Well done. We're going to bring one knee up. We're going to stick one foot out the other side there, and then you're going to use those anchors to press you down on top of that leg, giving you a nice hips and bum. Love it. Sometimes you can feel it down the straight leg that's laying down on the floor. That's cool, that's fine. Little hip stretch. Nice. Nice. What we're going to do from here then is just finish this off with one more. We're going to do the hamstrings. So we're going to have a nice little lay down on the floor there. You're going to keep one leg flat on the floor. We're going to bring one leg up. You can use a towel here if you want to give your legs some support, and it helps you have a little bit of leverage with it as well. If you can reach, what I want you to do is just pop your shoulders back on the floor, that's it. And then we're going to go through these big circles with our ankles. Ankles are something that we need to look after a lot more. They do a lot of work, they bend a lot of ways, they take a lot of weight, and they have to do a lot of stabilising. If you don't look after those ankles, they can host a whole range of issues. You may have been with me last week when I was talking about plantar fasciitis, and again that comes from not moving those ankles as they were designed to, literally restricting the movement to just up and down for flex and walk or whatever. What I'm going to get you to do now is try to straighten that leg. I want you to flex that toe down to your face to hold it where it hurts. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that. That's great. Perfect. I'm going to hold that there for a few seconds. Nice. And then we're going to change over in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So we're going to let that leg down. Make sure you put that one flat on the floor before you change it over. Pick it up. Nice. We're going to go through those big circles so we get our great rotations in. Also notice when you are doing those circles with your ankles that you feel it in your calves and all the way up your leg. So it does tell you that it is all connected, and that if you're failing to look after one bit, it might be the reason why you're feeling it in other areas. Love it. So we're going to point that toe down to our face. We're going to hold it where it hurts. This is our last one. Well done. Nice. 3, 2, perfection. Well done. Great. From there, you can give yourselves a job well done for doing that with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm just going to bring myself over here now so we can have a little chat. Good morning, people. Oh, well done. Well done for being here, everybody. Thank you so much. Well done. Good morning. Good morning. Love it. So, any questions? Any questions for me? Have any of you actually been doing this? Have any of you done it and felt the difference, or maybe tried it once and then thought, yeah, I'm going to keep coming because I felt that great difference there? Know that loads of you have been so awesome with sharing my videos. So if you do know anyone that's sitting there moaning about being in pain with a sore back, sore hips or whatever, and it is from not moving or from not looking after themselves, then please send my videos their way. You will be surprised at the amount of people that are just trying to take painkillers to cover pain that can be sorted by range of motion, and really the quality of life that you get just from doing these bits of mobilisation. I mean, you think the people that have done it have said, wow, what an amazing difference that has had to my day. Thank you so much. I feel painless. It's great. Imagine if you did that every day, and then you wouldn't have to, that wouldn't even be on your mind anymore. And then you would be like me, wondering why people don't do it. Because you're actually saving yourself now, and you're saving your older self from a lot of trouble later. So yes, thank you so much for turning up every morning and doing mobilisations with me. I've really been enjoying it, and I hope that you guys have been too. If you've been turning up and you've been hoping for me to cover a subject or something that I haven't done yet, please do let me know about it, because I would love to chat about it and help you out there as well. So thank you so much. Perfect. All right, my lovelies. Have you got anything to say to me this morning? Morning, my beautiful lot. I've got a lot of you here today. Well done. Thank you for coming. Thank you for doing it. Perfect. Well, guys, I'm going to get out of your hair so that you all can have an amazing day. If you do have any questions, if you're watching this later and you think, oh God, I have got a question, well, mate, why don't you just comment it or message me, and I'll give you a little answer. Thanks for being here and putting up with me and actually sitting down and doing it. I'm loving that you're doing it. And have a great day. I shall see you tomorrow for some more mobilisations. Bye.